Hi guys, Venara Scott again, Intellectual Endeavors. I know I'm a little late commenting on this subject, I've been busy, but I want to get back active on this channel, so I thought I would comment on this subject. If you haven't heard, that's a suggestion that one way we can keep our children safe from active shooters is to allow the teachers to be armed. My opinion, I'm actually in favor of this, but before you guys get mad, maybe not in the way that you're thinking or the way it's been proposed. Keep in mind, I am not saying this is a perfected end-all solution. So I welcome you guys' opinions. But if you intend on being aggressive from the start, for example, saying, "Oh, this is so stupid. I don't even know why you're commenting on this," or saying something like, "Well, if Trump says it, I automatically hate it," then please do not comment. I would like for this to be a structured, sophisticated, and intellectual conversation. Please vent your anger somewhere else, okay? I do not welcome it here. With that being said, here's my opinion and why. But first, let me list a number of complaints I've heard against this idea. Number one, teachers shouldn't be forced to carry firearms. They are not soldiers, and they shouldn't have to be obligated to do this search and destroy mission if there is an active shooter in the school. Well, firstly, I think this is already a rule, but I would not force any teachers to carry firearms. Totally voluntary. Therefore, if there is a school where 100% of the administrators don't want to carry firearms, then so be it, and they should not have to carry them. Now, as far as this whole seek and destroy thing, there's protocol that is in place if there's a shooter. There's a soft lockdown where the shooter is outside of the school rather, and there's a hard lockdown if the shooter is actually inside of the school. In the case of a hard lockdown, the teacher brings all the children inside of the classroom, locks and barricades the door, and hides behind whatever furniture they have handy. There is nowhere in this scenario where teachers have to actively search for anybody. Number two, they say there have been articles showing how teachers have been shooting themselves in the foot. That's why they shouldn't carry guns. Any person who wishes, and I emphasize the voluntary aspect of again, any teacher who wishes to carry a firearm needs to go through a rigorous training procedure, and it needs to be certified not only by the school system but by the state as well. Personally, I've known many people in these states with open carry policy, and I've never heard of these individuals shooting themselves in the foot. There are even teenage gang members who know how to carry a pistol without hurting themselves. To me, this just seems like a clear case of find one person who screws up and judge the whole thing by one individual. Number three, he said, what if they shoot somebody in the hallway? As I said before, the protocol during a hard lockdown is to bring all of the children inside of the classroom and lock all of the doors. If the shooter comes in, the wall from inside of the classroom should absorb a lot of the shock from the bullet, and if it gets through that wall, since the children and the teacher is all inside of another classroom, the walls of that classroom should absorb a lot of that shock. Okay, what brings us to number four. They say, I had a teacher throw stuff at me when I was in school. If you let them carry guns, they'll be shooting any child they have a problem with. Really? Seriously? I mean, yes, it can happen, but there's a big difference between throwing mundane objects at a child, which is kind of hard for me to swallow, and shooting a child out of anger. Do we really have that low of faith in our teachers that we think they will shoot our children when stressed out? This brings me to my next point. Teachers shouldn't be allowed to carry around guns like it's the old west or something. If a teacher does bring a firearm, it should be locked in a case, closet, safe, or something like that. It should also have some type of remote alarm on it. So if anyone opens that case or closet, an alarm goes off and the administrator, security, and or the police are notified. Now, the reason why I think this should be allowed, once again, I'm emphasizing the voluntary aspect of this thing. Let's just say an active shooter breaks into the school. A locked classroom door probably will not be a problem for the shooter to get open. I mean, they can be shot open. Now, he or she makes her way in. The students are hiding behind furniture. But the furniture probably won't stop the bullets. But if the teacher has a firearm, at least there's some sort of fighting chance the teacher and the students can survive. Now, I'm also a big fan of preventive maintenance. I think we should look into eliminating the possible causes as to why these children are shooting up our school, which I plan to make a video about later, maybe bullying or problems at home or whatever. But that would take some time, effort, and discipline from our communities collectively. In the meantime, these incidents may happen again. So I see this type of protection will at least give the school a fighting chance. Um, I'd love to hear any of you that have some non-aggressive, structured, and intellectual comments. I'm sorry. As always, thank you guys for watching.